to Georgina Life. So, as promised, we're actually going to have a little bit of a conversation about polar plunging.
Yeah.
I know, because honestly, I don't know if I would be able to do it, although I'm really interested in all of that. What about you?
Very clear for me, it wouldn't occur to me to do it. And I have absolutely no interest in the benefits of it. I mean, it was great, Alan, before he went off to the site. You know, I get it.
Yeah.
And maybe, 40 years ago, if it had been a thing, and maybe it was, I might be more...
Inclined?
No, curious. Definitely not. I can't imagine what drives anyone to jump into the freezing water in the winter.
Interestingly enough, I read a book
Yes.
called something like The Finnish Way.
Yeah.
And it was about Finland and how in Finland, this is something that they actually do.
Yes.
They actually do.
Yes.
It's part of their existence. It's part of their life. And apparently the health benefits are just astounding.
Well, and yes, but I guess if, you're jumping in freezing water as a child.
Yes.
And it does become part of what you do.
Right.
Then I guess I get it. But
it's fascinating.
At almost 68 years of age, I am not chopping ice and jumping in the lake. It's not happening.
But I mean, in Finland and also I think in Sweden, they do this polar plunging stuff.
Yes.
And they do it, I mean, they are 100 years old and they're still polar plunging.
Because they've always done it.
Well, maybe that's true. Maybe that's true.
There's one in Lake Erie in Crystal Beach.
Really?
Yes, every year. I think it's Santa Claus does it.
Oh my gosh.
Which is a little bit odd, but...
Well, I'm pretty excited because
it's great.
We're going to learn a lot more about it. And I think not only us, we're going to be informed.
Okay.
So listen, we have Don Pratt, who is on location on Lake Simcoe, and we're going to learn all about polar dipping. So Don, take it away.
Thank you, Linda and Grant. It's so great to be back out here. I'm with Jennifer A's of Balance Health Solutions, and we're here talking about polar dipping. Jennifer, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you. Yes, we are. It's a beautiful Canadian morning here on Lake Simcoe, and we're really excited you've joined us, Don, for a polar dip.
Absolutely. This is a great opportunity for us. I mean, we've all heard about it. We all read about it. We all see the fundraisers and that kind of thing. You have a slightly different twist on what you folks do.
Well, we polar dip daily.
Daily?
Daily, yes, daily, for longevity and for health. We've also used it as an avenue to even raise food donations for the food pantry by polar dipping. So
you actually have used, I mean, obviously you, as you said, you're doing this for health benefits, but obviously you've used it for other purposes as well.
Yes, yeah. So the health benefits are huge.
Yes.
You may or may not know, but when you cold dip, it actually increases your circulation, it boosts your immune system, it kind of gives your cardiovascular system a little bit of a flush, and it also increases your longevity of life. Yeah, and it's really great for mindset as well.
Well, I can tell you, any environment that I've been around people that are doing the polar dipping, everyone is always super invigorated, like yourselves out here this morning. Everyone's got lots of energy. The rest of us, us that are standing around, we're all a little bit intimidated by it. You seem more than ready to go.
Yeah, because I mean, you work up to it. So I had started with like cold showers. So at the end of my shower, I just started turning it a little bit cooler, and every time a little bit longer, a little bit cooler. And as I went that way, and then I eventually worked up to more extreme polar dipping where it's daily and the length of time is longer and that kind of thing.
And we should touch on that. You said you kind of warmed up to it. That seems
Cooled down to it.
Yeah, it seems like a little bit of a twist on words, but You don't just jump into it. This is something you need to prepare for this.
Absolutely, yes.
The first thing we always promote, no matter what we're talking about, is safety, and that includes here, right?
Yes, absolutely. So there are a lot of components with cold plunging and even cold showering. You want to really listen to your body. You want to slowly work up to it. And then when you are, it has a lot to do with breathing. So it's regulating your breathing, because when you get in the cold, you're going to want to almost go into fight or flight breathing, like a rapid, like.
It's an automatic reaction, I'm sure. Yeah.
You want to control that breathing, nice long breaths.
Right.
And then as you go, when you're into the cold plunging, you want to watch to do a few things. You don't ever want to cold plunge by yourself.
No.
You want to really listen to your body. And later when we're in the cold plunge hole, I'm going to talk a little bit about things, little tips of what will make your plunge more successful.
Yes.
But yes, the key components is to not plunge by yourself, and regulating breathing, I think, are probably the two most important components of it.
Yeah, not plunging yourself, common sense. Right?
Yes,
I mean, anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Even for seasoned, like we plunge every day, we still always plunge with a buddy. Like you don't go by yourself.
No, and that would only make sense. And then we were talking about the environment too. I mean, I'm looking at the space that you have mapped out here.
Yeah.
And you have it very well marked out.
Yes.
Reflective markers included. You wouldn't want anyone to have the risk of walking along and unbeknown to them, fall into a hole.
Yeah, and that's very important. If you are doing any cold plunging on the lake, to mark it, because there's people snowmobiling or walking their dogs. You know, you want to have everything really clearly marked.
Absolutely. Yeah, safety's first, and that goes for anything at all, right?
Yes.
And so I guess we're a break.
Okay.
And then, when we come back, you're getting wet.
Woo!
Folks, we're going to be right back. And wet. Welcome back, everybody, and we're here with Jennifer from Balance, and we're getting ready to get wet.
Yes, we are polar dipping today, and I'm just going to go over some quick things that you want to do when you're polar dipping. So the warm up is key. So whether you're running on a spot, you're getting that core temperature up, you're also going to start regulating your breathing. So nice controlled breathing, just like if you were running, right? You're going to warm your temperature. You're going to regulate your breathing. You're going to have your clothes ready for when you get out, your towel, and here we go.
And let's get prepared. Let's do this.
So I always keep my boots nice and close. There we go. So I'm ready to go. I wear a bathing suit. You don't want to wear too many clothes. When the clothes get wet and you get out, it's a lot harder to dry off and warm your core temperature back up.
It's a lot harder to bring that temperature back up again, right?
Yes. So here we go. Are you ready?
Well, let's do this.
Okay. So we're just going nice, slow.
Right.
Oh. So as that initial shock happens, the key is just to control the breathing. You're really going to want to, your natural instinct to your body is like, get me out of here.
Of course, yeah.
And that feels like a little bit of a bitey sensation on the skin, which is totally normal.
Yeah.
The key is to control the breathing. So you're going to go from fight or flight breathing, which is like rapid, like you're going to go to nice controlled. So you're taking in more oxygen.
Right.
And breathing out slightly less. And just elongating that breath, nice, slow, and controlled. And the beauty with cold dipping or cold plunging, aside from all the health benefits also, that you actually adapt. Your body becomes adaptive to the stress of it, and after about your 6th plunge, it reduces the intensity by 50%.
Oh, wow.
So that's a huge difference, and that carries you out to your day-to-day life. So maybe you're faced with stress or unpredictable situations. You can actually find that you become a lot less stressed, and it controls you. Watch your step behind. Like your cameraman. I'm like, don't fall in the other
That's
hole.
right. Yeah.
Yes. So yeah, and it's the health benefits even for mental health, which is, you know, one of our key things at Balanced Health Solutions. We talk a lot about mental health.
Of course.
Whether I'm doing reflexology, massage, Reiki, that kind of thing. Mental health is a huge component of wellness.
Yes.
And as you may or may not know, we're also we tend to cold plunge for the Georgina Food Pantry. We had a fundraiser a few weeks ago for that.
I heard that was a tremendous event.
Yes. We raised over 200 pieces of food donation, and we were really excited, which is why we have another big exciting project coming up. It's called the Free Spirit Festival.
When is that one happening?
That is July the 2nd at Clearwater Farms.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
And we're right here in town.
Yes, and we're going to be asking all of our participants to bring a food donation for the Georgina Food Pantry.
We love that element to it, supporting the Georgina Food Pantry. That's something that's close to all of our hearts. So congratulations for doing that.
Thank you.
I have to say, you look very relaxed and very comfortable.
I have been cold plunging every day. And I've been cold showering for a few years. So I don't recommend someone just comes and gets into the cold plunge hole. You work your way up to it.
Sure.
Yeah. So most people would cold plunge for maybe like 2 minutes.
Okay.
We've worked our way up to like 12. So
you're saying this is something you do every morning?
Every morning, 7 a.m.
And you're in here from anywhere from 10 to 12, 15 minutes?
Yes.
So I got to say thank you so much for sharing your time with us. And if I can help you out, I'd love to see you get warm.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Back to you folks in the studio.